Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Manor Park on the campus of Lubbock Christian University, the site of tonight's area-round matchup between the Shallow Water Fillies and the Lamesa Golden Tornadoes. It's playoff softball, a one-game winner-take-all contest for another Gold Glove trophy and a trip to the regional quarterfinals next week. We're going to take a quick pause for the national anthem and get right into this softball game.
God, we thank you today for allowing us to be here and honor you through this sport. We pray that you give us a safe contest and you allow us to glorify you not only on the field but off the field. We thank you for your son dying on the cross for the remission of our sins. We pray that everyone has a safe trip home and travel back. In Christ we pray. Amen. Amen. Please stay standing for our national anthem.
We're still about 9 minutes away from scheduled start time of this area contest between the Fillies and the Golden Tornadoes. I'm Nathan Riojas here with the rest of the Shallow Water Sports Network crew, our students, Zach Cole and Angel Flores, along with Top Haas and lead producer, Mr. Jake Warren. They are all working hard to bring you the sights and sounds of what should be a great ball game. Two good teams, and it feels like we're in store for a nail-biter. Again, it's a one-game winner-take-all area championship game. The Fillies come in the 2 seed out of District 2, 21-10-1 on the year. They finished the year 8-2 in district play. Lamesa, the district champions, undefeated district champions from District 3, 21-4 on the year. They were 8-0 in district play. The Fillies put up some impressive numbers when you look at what they did throughout the district schedule and then that bi-district game last week, averaging over 15 runs a game and allowing just over 4.5. The numbers for Lamesa incredibly impressive when you look at what they did during district play and then also in the bi-district round last week. They scored 101 runs in district play. That's just over 11 per game, and they're averaging less, or they're giving up less than half a run a game. So great pitching and great hitting on both sides of the plate. Now, last time that the Fillies were in action last week, regional round in Plainview, they're 15-4 winners. They get a 10-run run roll there in the 5th inning. And like I said, we are ready to go to action. We'll kind of set the lineup for you defensively here in a moment. Leading off for Lamesa, Lexi Hernandez. She's the third baseman. In the circle for the Fillies, junior Emma Davis. Nice off-speed pitch there from Emma. Emma's started 24 games this year. She's got a 3.21 ERA. Opponents hitting .287 against her. 0-2 count here, right back up the middle. Throw to first, and Michaela Shires records the 6-3 putout. So one away here in the top of the first. Melanie Benitez, the second baseman for Lamesa, steps into the box. That pitch outside for ball one. If you've been outside at all today, you know it is hot and windy. We're at 88 degrees, wind blowing straight out of the southwest. 20 to 25, gusting at 30. There's enough slow roller to short. Michaela this time not in time to first base. Infield single there for Benitez. Layla Vasquez, the pitcher, she'll be in the circle for the Golden Tornadoes. She's in the 3-hole coming to the plate here. We talked about that wind. It's blowing straight out from behind home plate, and this Lamesa team that hit 6 home runs in the bi-district win. Big swing and a miss there for Vasquez, but firepower on both sides. The Fillies hit 3 home runs in the first inning in their bi-district game against Dalhart last Friday. Interested to see if the ball's going to be flying out of the park here tonight. That second pitch was off the mark. It's 1-1 now to Vasquez, 1 away here in the top of the first. We're still 4 minutes away from scheduled game time. I think Jake and I thought we were going to have a little bit of pregame here, and we jumped right into softball. There's one into right center field. It's going to carry, and it's gone. So right on cue, 2-run homer for Layla Vasquez in the 3 spot. And Lamesa out to a quick 2-0 lead. Layla Vasquez, the starting pitcher for Lamesa, doing herself a favor, giving herself at least a 2-0 lead as she hence will head into the bottom of the second. Amaya Vasquez now, senior catcher, sister of Layla, steps into the plate. Emma delivers. That one's low for ball 1. There's a called strike on the outside corner for Emma to even the count at 1-1. Shallowater technically the lower seed in this game, but via the coin flip, they'll be the home team tonight. There's one to Gerardo at third. Across to Currington, 5-3. Put out, and there's 2 away. Shortstop now, Zoe Cifuentes steps into the box with 2 outs, and the base is empty for Lamesa. That ball is called for a strike on the outside corner to set the infield for you. Of course, Emma Davis in the circle, Brindley Currington behind the plate. That pitch is outside. Bradley Currington at first, Delaney Kleiman at second, Sierra Gerardo at third, Michaela Shires at shortstop. In the outfield, Mallory Johnson in left, Jalen Flores in center, and Gabby Caro in right field. Cifuentes thought about it, but checked her swing and takes ball 2. Again, the wind blowing out. If you're tuning in late, it's just now 6:30. We're already underway here. 2-run homer from the 3-hole hitter Layla Vasquez has given Lamesa an early 2-0 lead. Cifuentes got a 3-1 count. Lifts that one into left field. It's on the warning track, bounces off the wall. Stays in for Mallory Johnson. She gets that ball in, but a 2-out double for Zoe Cifuentes. You get nervous every time they lift one of those in the air because you feel like it's got a chance to get out of here the way the wind's blowing. Emma Davis delivers. This is Emily Capetillo. She is the first baseman. Swings at the first pitch. That's gone. And left center field. That's a 2-run home run. So some big time 2-out hitting for Lamesa here in the top of the first. The 2 outs. Cifuentes hits one of the warning track. Capatillo comes in, first pitch, drives it over the wall in left center field, and just like that, it's 4-0. That's going to bring Kaylee Hernandez, the designated hitter, to the plate now for Lamesa, the 7-hole hitter. So Emma with a 3-1 count to Cifuentes and gives up a big hit. And then Capatillo looking at the first pitch, takes that one out of the park. And today you just get it in the air, it's got a chance to get out. Could see a lot of fireworks in this game. Could see a lot of crooked numbers up on the scoreboard. One and one the count, 2 away here in the top of the first. That is outside, right off the end of the bat, back to Emma for a 1-3 put out, but Lamesa with some damage here in the top of the first. Two-run home runs, and the Golden Tornadoes will lead 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. We'll step away. We'll be right back with more Philly softball here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. Welcome back to Manor Park here on the campus of LCU. We're heading to the bottom of the second inning in this area round contest between the Phillies and the Golden Tornadoes. And I know it's just now 6:30, so if you're tuning in just now and thinking, well, what happened? We started the game about 10 minutes early, and Lamesa jumped out to an early 4-0 lead. The wind blowing about 30 miles an hour straight from behind the plate out to center field. And Lamesa's taking advantage in the top of the first. Two-run homers, one from the pitcher, Layla Vasquez, who's in the circle for Lamesa, warming up right now. And then Emily Capatillo, she's the first baseman, hit a 2-run homer also with 2 outs. So Phillies in an early hole here before they get their first at bat. The batting order tonight for the Phillies: in center field, Jalen Flores; second baseman, Delaney Kleinman; Emma Davis, the pitcher; Michaela Shires in the cleanup spot at shortstop; Briley Currington, Brinley Currington, Jordan Medina, Mallory Johnson, and Sierra Gerardo. Jalen Flores is in the box and looks at ball one, well outside. See if there's any kind of jitters here from Vasquez or if she can settle in. That pitch is outside, but a swing and a miss from Jalen for strike one. That's a 1-1. That pitch outside, good take there from Jalen. Jalen was leaning out over the plate, but takes that one to make it 1-1. Jalen is hitting .438 on the year. He's got a .516 on-base percentage as the leadoff hitter. She fouls that one back to make it 1-2. 2-2 now, excuse me. Both of these teams capable of hitting the ball out of the park. The Phillies had 3 home runs in the first inning of their bi-district matchup with Dalhart. Lamesa hit 6 in their bi-district contest against Kermit, a 19-0 win for Lamesa. And they had 2 in the top of the first. That one fouled back, still 2-2. Good at bat coming together here for Jalen. Jalen was 1 for 4 with the single. She scored a run in that game against Dalhart last week. 25 RBIs, 44 runs scored on the year. There's a changeup in the hole, and they get the throw at time, or in time to get her for the first out of the inning. Good play on the left side of the infield over there. Kind of a slow roller. That was a nice off-speed pitch, and Jalen did a good job of just keeping her hands back to get a piece of it. She gets thrown out at first. That brings up Delaney Kleinman, the second baseman. She takes ball 1 outside. Delaney hitting .374 on the year, .479 on base percentage. Trying to get something going for the Fillies here in the bottom of the second. That foul ball off the screen makes it 1-1. And this is a one-game winner-take-all area championship game. Winner tonight will advance to the regional quarterfinal round. Off-speed pitch. There's a huge difference in pitch speed between those two pitches. It's going to be tough for the Fillies. That changeup is pretty nasty. That one in the dirt, though, and it's 2-1. Tough call there behind the plate. You saw Vasquez kind of take a couple of steps towards the plate. She's asking the umpire, where's that at? Pitch to Kleinman. She takes that one for a strike. And now we've got a full count. 3-2, 1 away here in the bottom of the first inning. Delivery, it was high. Delaney, a good job of laying off of that pitch. She works a walk. She had 16, that's her 17th walk of the season. First base runner of the night for the Fillies. That's going to bring Emma Davis to the plate. Vasquez helped herself out in the top of the first, the 2-run homer. See if Emma can create some offense for herself. There's another off-speed pitch. Bounced in front of the plate. So she's not throwing that changeup for a strike, but man, it's going to be tough to lay off. Emma swinging a miss outside, just a big difference. She throws that changeup to set up her fastball, and Emma's got crazy numbers on the year. .604 batting average, .941 slugging percentage. Swing and a miss, and ball that was outside to make it 1-2. We've talked a lot about home runs early in this game. Emma's got 5 on the year, among the team leaders with 48 RBIs. There's that changeup right back up the middle off of Vasquez, and kind of in no man's land. Didn't really know if the first baseman was looking at Vasquez, didn't know if she was going to get that. She left the bag. There's nobody there. Good piece of hitting, and hopefully Vasquez can shake that off. It looked like it got her in the thigh. Going to be a good bruise, but could have been worse for a line drive right back up the middle. It's a good piece of hitting. She got that changeup, was sitting on it, and drove it right back up the middle. Two on now for the Fillies as Michaela Shires will come to the plate. Philly shortstop and senior leader. Little pause in the action. You see Really nice view from center field. Talked about Zach Angel and Jake working hard to bring you a great broadcast. Multiple camera angles and a good view out there from center field. Really nice facility, Manor Park, here on the campus of Lubbock Christian University. Michaela Shires ready to go in the box. Takes one for a strike on the outer half. Michaela's hitting .562 on the year. .604 on base percentage, slugging percentage over 1,000. She's got 11 homers on the year too. She was late on that one, fouls it off. You see why Lamesa was 8-0 in district play and champions of District 3. Vasquez gonna be tough to hit, the way that she changes speeds. See the Fillies fighting off those fastballs there. You sit on that changeup, all you can do is try to foul one away. Michaela in an 0-2 count here with one away. Runners on first and second here in the bottom of the first inning. Vasquez to the plate. That's high to left center field. It's got a shot. It's off the scoreboard. Michaela Shires, a 3-run home run for the cleanup hitter in the Philly lineup. And just like that, it's 4-3. Phillies have cut the lead. A huge 3-run shot off the video board in left center field. Michaela got all of that one. Take a look at that replay. Kind of hard to see through the net, but hit midway up that video board here at Manor Park. Big time 3-run homer from the senior with an 0-2 count, no less. Nice piece of hitting brings Briley Currington to the plate. Senior first baseman. Some juice now in that third base dugout for the Fillies. Lamesa with two-run homers in the top of the first. Michaela Shires has answered with a 3-run homer in the bottom of the first, and this one might be wild. Briley swings and misses that one on the outside part of the plate. Vasquez is keeping her fastball on the outside part of the plate. Elevated that one to Shires, and Shires got all of it. Another 0-2 count, this one for Briley. Takes that pitch high and outside for ball one. The 1-2 pitch coming from Vasquez. Swings through a high one for the first strikeout of the game and the second out of this inning. That brings up Brinley Currington, sophomore, the catcher for the Phillies. She's hitting .425, .528 on base percentage. Looking for a 2-out hit. Swings and misses at a high pitch out of the zone. Layla Vasquez, a good fastball and a nasty changeup. But the Phillies have answered and gotten 3 here in the bottom of the first so far. 2 outs, nobody on for Brinley Currington. She fouls that one back. She's down in the count, 0-2. Few 0-2 counts. The last 3 batters for these Phillies. Vasquez doing a good job of working ahead in the count. That one well outside for ball one. Good eye from Brinley, and steady dose of fastballs so far in this at-bat. Wondering if you're about to see a changeup. Try to get a strikeout. There it is. That one is just foul, so Brindley tried to wait on it. She was sitting on that changeup. She knew it was coming and just didn't wait long enough. Just foul behind the third base bag. She got it over the third baseman's head, but couldn't keep it inside the line. We'll get another 1-2 pitch from Vasquez here and probably see that fastball, try to speed her up again, and she does. Gets it by her for her second strikeout of the inning. But not before the Phillies come back with 3 in the bottom of the first. We'll head to the second, 4-3 in favor of Lamesa. We'll be back with more Philly softball here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. Welcome back to Manor Park here on the campus of Lubbock Christian University. It's an area-round matchup between the Shallow Water Fillies and the Lamesa Golden Tornadoes. We've had plenty of fireworks, and just getting to the top of the second inning, 3 home runs between these two teams already. It's 4-3 in favor of Lamesa after 1. Emma Davis, Jr. for Shallow Water in the circle for the Fillies. Throws strike 1 to Eternity Cortez, center fielder for Lamesa. She's the 8-hole hitter. Lamesa sent 7 to the plate in the first inning. That pitch was high for ball 2, or ball 1, excuse me. It's 1-1. One and one count here in the top of the second. Emma delivers, swing and a miss for Cortez. It's 1-2. One-two pitch coming. That one's high and outside to make it 2-2. We had a feeling this was going to be a nail-biter game. Looks like we might have a lot of fireworks. That pitch is fouled out of play on the first base side. It's a hot, windy day here in West Texas. 88 degrees. Wind 20 to 25 miles an hour, gusting over 30 straight out from behind home plate into center field. It is a great day to be a hitter in this ballpark. Tough for the pitchers. We've already seen 3 home runs in this game. Emma Davis with a 2-2 count on Cortez. This one popped over to second base. Turf Monster got Delaney, but Delaney catches the ball for the first out of the inning. So now the 9-hole hitter, Chrislyn Uresti, the left fielder for Lamesa, steps into the box. She shows bunt. That pitch looked like it was in the dirt, but she didn't pull back. Looked like she offered. That's what the umpire called. Offered at the pitch, so strike 1 on Uresti. That one up and away. Uresti thought about it. but she's able to check her swing to make it 1-1. 1-1, one away. Here's one off the end of the bat to short. It's going to be a tough throw. Just not enough time. Uresti too quick. Got herself an infield single. Tough play for Shires, just right off the end of the bat. By the time she got it, Uresti was just about to first base. So an infield single for the 9-hole hitter, and we're back at the top for the third baseman, Lexi Hernandez. She grounded into a 6-3 putout in her first at bat. Mallory Johnson in left field is just about on the warning track. Jalen Flores, center field, she is on the warning track, playing incredibly deep in the outfield. There's a bunt, gonna roll foul. Phillies let it roll foul, well executed. Sierra, that was about the only play she had, was to let that one roll and hope that it went foul. Lexi Hernandez was quickly up the first base line. But it rolls foul, and now 0-2. Interested to see if she'll bunt again or if she's swinging away. That one low and outside for ball one. One and two, one away, and a runner on first base. Here in the top of the second. That one low and outside. It gets away from Currington. Chrislyn Uresti will advance to second on a pass ball. Actually, I would say wild pitch. Now a runner in scoring position for Lamesa. And the leadoff hitter, Lexi Hernandez. Emma took some off of that to get her first strikeout of the game. A big K with the changeup. Two away now. Look at that replay. Takes a lot off of that one, and Lexi Hernandez was way out in front. Nice slow-mo replay there from Zach and Jake. There's a line drive into right field, right at Gabby Caro for the third out. So a one-out single from Chrislyn Uresti. She is stranded at second base. And after a 4 spot in the first inning, Emma Davis settles in, puts up a 0. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning and be back with more Philly softball here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. Welcome back to Manor Park here at LCU. 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the second. Jordan Medina, the designated hitter for the Phillies, the 7-hole hitter, will lead off the bottom of the second. Phillies got 3 runs on 2 hits in the bottom of the first. Jordan looks at strike one. Layla Vasquez, incredibly impressive for Lamesa inside the circle. Good fastball and a nasty changeup. Good job by Kayla Rodriguez's team, though. They've done a good job with the scouting report. Sat on a few of those changeups, and Michaela Shires with a huge 3-run home run from the cleanup spot to make it 4-3. Jordan Medina down in the count, 0-2. Vasquez has done a really good job. A lot of 0-2 counts to start this game. There's a bunt, popped up. Charging third baseman. That is Lexi Hernandez running in from third base to catch that one. She catches that pop-up for out number 1. That brings Mallory Johnson, left fielder, to the plate for the Fillies. Senior batting .390 on the year, .495 on base percentage. Strike one from Vasquez, again working ahead in the count. The 0-1, that one is outside for ball one. Good eye and a good take for Mallory Johnson. Mallory does have 11 walks on the year. Takes that one low and inside for ball two. It's 2-1. Mallory just one official at bat in the bi-district game against Dalhart. She was hit by a pitch and got a walk. She came in to score a run in that bi-district round. There's a fastball there. Got it by Mallory, and it's 2-2, one away in the bottom of the second. That changeup has been Vasquez's out pitch. But she goes fastball up and away. Good take to make it 3-2 for Mallory. Three and two. Part of that chess game is going to be a changeup or a fastball. She goes fastball and gets it by her. Mallory Johnson, the third strikeout victim of the day for Layla Vasquez, and now two away with nobody on here in the bottom of the second. So after giving up 4 in the first, Emma settles in, puts up a 0. Sierra Gerardo steps in, the 9-hole hitter and third baseman for the Fillies. But Emma settled in, put up a 0 in the top of the second. Layla Vasquez looks like she has settled in as well. She's got 2 away and nobody on in the bottom of the second. She delivers, puts another one by Sierra. 0-2 count. She has been ahead of these Fillies quite a bit. She was ahead of Michaela Shires 0-2 when Shires hit a 3-run home run. But you got to guess right whether you're going to see that changeup. A lot of fastballs here in the bottom of the second. 1-2. One and two away, nobody on for Sierra Gerardo. That one was inside, fouled it off. Sierra had a monster bi-district game. She was 2 for 3. Doubled, hit a home run, had 2 RBIs and scored 2 runs in that win, 15-4 against Dalhart last week. Her first plate appearance of the day today. Swings and misses at one outside. And again, after a 3-run first, Layla Vasquez retires the Fillies in order in the bottom of the second. We'll head to the third. Fillies trailing 4-3. We'll be back with more Philly softball here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. Welcome back to Manor Park on the campus of Lubbock Christian University here in Lubbock. Fillies and the Golden Tornadoes from Lamesa, not too far from home for this area contest. The 3-hole hitter and pitcher for Lamesa, Layla Vasquez, comes to the plate. All she did in her first plate appearance was hit a 2-run home run crushed one to left center field. She will lead off the top of the third, rolls a first pitch to Shires at short, but it gets away from Briley there at first base. And
Batting fourth, number 11, Amaya Vasquez.
so she reaches on the first error of the game.
Pinch running, number 5, Deandra Flores.
Courtesy runner there, Deandra Flores at first base, who comes in for the pitcher, Layla Vasquez. Stepping into the batter's box, Amaya Vasquez, sister of Layla. She grounded out to third base in her first at bat for the second out of the first inning. We're pausing the action for the umpire to record that courtesy runner. And Vasquez in the box. Davis delivers that pitch outside, fouled away for strike one. So the Golden Tornadoes swinging at the first pitch for there's a roller to second. They're going to try to get the lead runner at second. They do. So Maya Vasquez will reach on a fielder's choice. Delaney Kleinman gets it to Shires for a force out at second. And the first out of the inning. Another courtesy runner now coming in for the catcher too.
Running number 3, Araceli Barron.
Go, girls.
4-3 here in the top of the third. One away, a runner on first for Lamesa. Amaya Vasquez replaces Layla Vasquez with the fielder's choice. Zoe Cifuentes, the shortstop, comes to the plate. She doubled off the left field wall. That pitch is in the dirt, pops up and gets away just briefly from Brindley, but good heads up base running. And Lamesa, the courtesy runner, on second base now. Apologize if you're watching from Lamesa, we don't have that name. One and 0 count. That ball is up and away for Cifuentes, and she's got a 2-0 count. She took a 2-0 pitch in the first, hit it to the base of the wall in left field. That one's low and away. Maybe Emma remembers that. Stayed away from her, it's 3-0. First base is open. You're curious if Cifuentes is gonna get a pitch to hit or not. That one outside. Emma doesn't get the call.
Number 12, Emily Capetillo.
So a 1-out walk for Cifuentes. Runners at first and second now for Emily Capetillo, the first baseman. She looks at strike one on the outside corner. Emily homered, 2-run homer in the top of the first. She swings and misses at one that was outside. Emma got her to chase. She's ahead in the count, 0-2. Here's one hit to short. Play is at third. 6-5 put out. Phillies, the second time in this inning, cut off the lead runner. So Cifuentes advances up to second Capetillo is at first with the fielder's choice, and Kaylee Hernandez, the designated hitter, steps in. So he fouls off the first pitch to make it 0-1. Called strike. The throw down to third gets away from Sierra. Lamesa was in motion. Another error for the Fillies, and it's going to cost them a run. Cifuentes comes in to score. Cifuentes scoring makes it 5-3, and it was a called strike at the plate. Capetillo gets all the way to third. There's one outside. Brindley wanted to appeal. But Hernandez does a good job of holding up. 1-2, 2 away. This one hit back up the middle, and Delaney can't get to it. 2 out RBI for Kaylee Hernandez. Six to 3 now in favor of Lamesa, and they're getting some big 2-out runs here in the third. A couple of errors have hurt the Fillies. Lamesa has taken advantage. That ball gets by Brindley, and Kaylee Hernandez will advance to second base. So now another runner in scoring position for the 8-hole hitter, Eternity Cortez. Cortez popped up to second base in her first at bat. This one fouled away. It's going to get into the first base dugout. Briley took a good look at it. 1-1 count now for Cortez. A little bit of small ball from Lamesa here. Got 2 runs just on 1 hit so far in the bottom, or top of the third, excuse me. I came into this game expecting Lamesa to be the home team as the higher seed. They won their district. Shallow-Water's the runner-up in theirs, but they flipped a coin and Shallow-Water the home team. There's one right off the end of the bat. Play for Currington behind the plate. Gets it out to older sister, and we got an out at first base to end the inning, but not before Lamesa gets 2 more. Again, you see nice play from Brindley Currington to get out and get it to Briley at first. 2-3 put out for the Fillies. It's going to be 6-3 as we go to the bottom of the third. We'll be right back with more Philly softball here on the Shallow-Water Sports Network. Welcome back to Manor Park here at LCU. It's the area round of the softball playoffs in 3A Region 1. The Phillies and the Golden Tornadoes from Lamesa meeting in a 1-game area championship. We're in the bottom of the third inning now. Lamesa got 2 runs on just 1 hit, 2 Philly errors, and they stranded one to take a 6-3 lead. We're back at the top of the order for the Phillies. Center fielder Jalen Flores steps to the plate. Jalen grounded to short in her first at bat. Leadoff hitter looks at one outside. Jalen hitting .438 on the year, a .516 on base percentage, and she's ahead in the count, 2-0 now. There's another one outside, but Jalen offers to make it 2-1. That one started on the outer half of the plate and then just tailed away from her. Another fastball outside. 3-1. Vasquez has been pretty sharp so far in this game. These balls that are outside, a little too far outside, not tempting enough for Jalen. 3-1 count. And that one outside, so Jalen among the team leaders in walks. That's the 15th walk that she's taken there on the year. And the leadoff runner is at first base for the Fillies. We'll see how aggressive they'll be. Jalen with 6 stolen bases on the year. Delaney Kleinman steps in. Delaney walked in her first plate appearance, came around to score on Shires' 3-run homer in the first. There's a called strike on the outside half of the plate. Phillies got 3 in the bottom of the first. So now the 0-1 delivery to Kleinman. Swings through that fastball too, up in the zone. And she's down 0-2. I know you've heard me say it several times, but Vasquez has been ahead in the count just about all night. Not a lot of 3-ball counts outside of the one we just saw, the Jalen Flores. Back ahead 0-2 here. There's a strikeout, her 5th now of the game, and out number 1 in the bottom of the third. Emma Davis steps into the plate. She singled her first trip. Emma also came around to score in that first inning. Fouls that one back, and it goes off of the catcher's helmet. Maya Vasquez gonna shake that one off. You can see her, got her finger in her ear. I think that ear might be ringing just a little bit. Talking it over with her sister there at the plate. Layla Vasquez in the circle, Amaya Vasquez behind the plate, so cool for the Vasquez family there in Lamesa. Vasquez has got her helmet back on and is ready to go. Emma was 2 for 3 with a double and 3 RBIs in the bi-district game against Dalhart last week. .941 slugging percentage. That one's low and inside. Quick throw down to first, and Jalen gets back just in time. She didn't slide, it burns this artificial turf here at LCU. Beautiful facility, but it's not a lot of fun when you're sliding in. She stays on her feet, gets back just in time. Here's a roller to second base, right in front of Jalen, but Emma will beat the throw to first base, so Emma reaches on a fielder's choice. So 2 away now for Michaela Shires. So far, the big blow for the Phillies, courtesy of Shires, a 3-run homer in the bottom of the first. Made it 4-3 at the time. Lamesa got 2 in the top of this inning to make it 6-3. Phillies trying to answer and keep pace. There's a changeup. Started out high and just fell into the catcher's mitt for strike number 1. Michaela was 2 for 2 with a walk, was hit by a pitch, had a 2-run homer and scored 2 runs last week against Dalhart in the bi-district game. Cambry Baker came in as a courtesy runner for Emma. She's at first base. Michaela trying to get a 2-out hit. Vasquez, good job of framing that up for her sister on the outside corner, but doesn't get the call. It's a 1-2. Now an outside, another quick throw down to first base, but Emma, sorry, it's not Emma, it's Cambry. Cambry's courtesy running. So now a 2-2 count. For Michaela. Michaela took an 0-2 offering and hit it off the scoreboard in the first. Looks at one on the outside corner. It's a delayed strike call from the home plate umpire, but I think he made the right call. And that is the 6th strikeout of the game for the Fillies. That was strike 3. We're having a conversation out here on the field. That first pitch changeup looked like a ball, but he called it a strike, or he signaled a strike. It came in, it started out high and dropped right in. I think here in the press box we agree that that was strikeout number 6, but in the Philly dugout they think that was strike number 2 for Shires. I thought the umpire signaled 2-2 count before the strikeout. And that is indeed the 6th strikeout of the game for Layla Vasquez. So 6-3 after 3. We'll be back with more Philly softball here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. Well, we're going to stay here. I was trying to send it to break, but we're extending our conversation now about whether or not that was a strikeout at the plate. Like I said, the first pitch of that at-bat looked like a ball out of her hand. It was started out high, but looked like it dropped into the strike zone. The umpire signaled, as I remember it, signaled for a strike and an 0-1 count. And then right before that strikeout, I'm pretty sure he gave a 2-2 count. Now they confer one more time, the umpires do, and decide that that is in fact a strikeout. I think they got that one right. So it is 6-3 after 3 now officially. We'll take a quick break and be back with more Philly softball here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. Welcome back to Manor Park here at LCU in Lubbock, the area round of the softball playoffs here in Region 1, 3A. Phillies right now trailing 6-3 to the Lamesa Golden Tornadoes. Phillies left a runner stranded there in the bottom of the 3rd. Layla Vasquez is settled in. She's got 6 strikeouts for Lamesa. It's going to be 9-1-2 due up for Lamesa here in the top of the 4th inning. Shallow Water, the home team, in their all red. This is Chrysalyn Uresti, the left fielder, 9-hole hitter for Lamesa, and she is out in front of an off-speed pitch to make it 0-1. Chrysalyn singled in her first at bat. She offers, she showed bunt, offers at a pitch that was in the dirt for strike 2. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. Emma Davis records the strikeout for the first out here in the 4th inning. And now back to the top of the order, and third baseman Lexi Hernandez. Lexi is grounded out to short and then struck out her first 2 plate appearances. She swings the first pitch, drives it into right field. Caro, few steps back and hauls that one in. 1 pitch, 1 out for Emma Davis. See Caro retreats just a few steps, but looking right into that setting sun behind the third base line. That's going to bring Melanie Benitez to the plate, second baseman. That one in the dirt, looked like it bounced off the plate back to the screen for ball 1 to Melanie. Melanie singled in the first, came around to score. She lined out to right field in the second. She lines that one right into center field. The runner's got a hold. Not the runner's got a hold, I said Jalen's got a hold up. She's playing really deep. Again, the wind blowing 25 to 30 miles an hour straight out to center field. She's playing right in front of the warning track, as is Mallory Johnson out in left field. And she came in, it's kind of in no man's land, and she did a good job of getting it off a hop right at her ankles. Had to hold up. But holds the runner at first. Here's a good off-speed pitch from Emma for strike 1. Layla Vasquez, the pitcher, hit a 2-run homer in the first and then reached on error to lead off the third. She swung at the first pitch in her second at bat. Right now she's got a 1-1 count with 2 away. 3-hole hitter for Lamesa. The heart of their lineup and a lot of power. Lamesa hit 6 home runs in their by-district win, 19-0 over Kermit last week, and hit a pair of homers here. That one over her head. Layla had to duck in the box, makes it 3-1. Three-and-one count to a dangerous hitter, and Layla Vasquez, the opposing pitcher. Off-speed pitch, got her to make it 3-2. She was well out in front of that one. She was looking for home run number 2. Well-timed pitch, and now you wonder if she'll come back off-speed or go with the fastball. Davis delivers a 3-2, lined to shortstop, but can't get to second base in time, and another defensive miscue. That was well hit to Shires at short. Delaney just couldn't get there in time. And Benitez is safe at second base, so a tough break for Emma Davis, who gets out Layla Vasquez, one of their best hitters. Vasquez single, the Vasquez sisters both reach here with 2 outs. Look at that replay, and they're gonna get together again. The umpires are. They're behind the circle. Maybe the next thing we need to work on here at the Shallow Sports Network is the monitor for the umpires and the officials. Take a look at this replay. We'll take another look. Jake is slowing it down for us. Pretty close play at second base. They're going to stick with a safe call. It was close. She came in standing up. I think she might have done herself a favor if she would have slid, but from the third base dugout, the Phillies think that was an out. Either way, the call is safe on the field. And now Amaya Vasquez comes to the plate with runners on first and second, 2 away. Lamesa got some clutch 2-out hits in the third, and Vasquez looking for another one. That one outside from Davis, so I feel bad for Emma. Emma did enough to get out of that inning, and just a tough break defensively for the Phillies. There's another one. Shires keeps it in the infield, and then she throws it away, trying to get it to Hirado. So a nice diving stop for Shires, and it saves a run. So she's upset with herself there at shortstop, not knocking that play, or not making that play, but did a good job of keeping that on the infield. So now the base is loaded for Lamesa. Infield single for Vasquez, brings up Zoe Cifuentes, the shortstop. She's hit a 2-run homer in this game. So the base is loaded here with 2 outs and a big time at bat in this game. Phillies trying to stay within 3. Emma trying to get out of here with no damage, and Lamesa trying to put up a crooked number and blow this one open a little bit. She takes that one for a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 now. Bases loaded for the 5-hole hitter. And there is strike number 2. 1-2. Emma Davis trying to work out of a little bit of trouble in the top of the 4th. 1-2, 2 away. That one's high. Cifuentes thought about it, did a good job of laying off of it. Zoe doubled in the first. She walked in the third. So 1 for 1 on the day. Got a 2-2 count here. Rolls this one foul. Well, it's 2-2, 2 away here in the top of the 4th. Big time at bat, big moment here in the middle of this game. Emma Davis looks in. 2-2 pitch on the way. It's outside to make it 3-2, and a little too far outside for Zoe to think about offering there. Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded in the top of the 4th for Lamesa. The pitch off speed. Emma Davis with a huge strikeout to get out of a bases loaded jam. 1 hit, 1 error. Lamesa leaves 3 on base. Emma Davis, though, puts up a 0 to keep it 6-3 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. You see her, she is fired up in the circle. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th and more Philly softball here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. Welcome back to Manor Park, the area round of 3A Region 1 playoffs here. The Shallow Water Fillies and Lamesa Golden Tornadoes, a one-game area championship. It's 6-3 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Fillies. Briley Currington will lead off. She struck out in the first, but Fillies little juice in that dugout. Emma Davis got a strikeout to end the top of the fourth and leave the bases loaded. Layla Vasquez has put up a couple of zeros now on the scoreboard. Good pitching performance for her and the District 3 champions. Filly's got to try to scratch out a few and get back in this game. Layla Vasquez again ahead in this count, 0-2. She's been ahead in the count most of the night. Good fastball and a really nasty changeup. Riley's second plate appearance. She's hitting .489 on the year. I wonder if she's gonna see that off-speed pitch right here with 2 strikes. Gets that fastball by her, and maybe she was thinking what I was thinking. She was looking off speed. Gets the fastball instead and couldn't catch up to it. So another strikeout, 7th strikeout of the game for Vasquez, and there's one away in the bottom of the fourth. That brings up Brindley Currington to the plate. She fouls off the first pitch near that first base dugout. Brindley was 1 for 3 with a single, scored a run in the by-district game against Dalhart. Oh, and 1 pitch coming now from Vasquez. Currington swinging a miss. Currington behind in the count, 0-2. I feel like I've said that a lot tonight, but she's doing a good job of staying ahead of these Philly batters. Good take, low and away. Good pitch, and she definitely made Brindley think about it. It's 1-2. She lays off of it. That one up in the zone, fouled back. Another one off the face mask, Vasquez. Layla in the circle, Amaya behind the plate, the Vasquez sisters. And doesn't even take a break after that one, just gets right back, ready to play. 1-2 coming from Layla. That one fouled back again, still 1-2. Brindley battling. She's seen a lot of fastballs, and you always got that off-speed pitch in the back of your mind. There it is. Brindley does a good job of laying off of it. Wins the chess match for that pitch. Anyways, it's 2-2. You know she's got that one in her hip pocket, but if you sit on it and she throws you a fastball, it will get by you. Now 2-2, and guessing game starts again. She come back with the fastball or stick with the off speed. She goes back, fastball on the outside part of the plate. That might have caught the corner, but it's a full count, 3-2, no call. Brindley has worked a full count. She's walked 18 times on the season. Would love to get her on base here. And she takes one high and out of the zone. A 1-out walk for Brindley. So good at bat from Brindley. She fell behind 0-2 like many of the Phillies have tonight, but she works a walk. And now Jordan Medina, the designated hitter, she comes to the plate. She pops up to third base in her first at bat. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it back. Jordan hitting .400 on the year, a .644 slugging percentage. Jordan with a crazy stat line in that bi-district game. She was a perfect 3 for 3, had a double, home run, and 6 RBIs against Dalhart in the bi-district game last week. She gave an MVP award away in that game last week. Probably player of the game right there for Jordan Medina. 0-1 pitch right here. Fouls that one back too. So now 0-2. Vasquez, familiar territory. 0-2, one away. And Brindley Currington standing on first base for the Fillies here in the bottom of the 4th. Trying to get back on the scoreboard after a scoreless 2nd and 3rd inning. Here's a delivery high and outside. Jordan thought about it, but she checks her swing. It's 1-2. I like the way Layla's pitching. Very impressive performance from the Lamesa senior. There's one off speed, and Jordan stayed back on it. Slow roller to third, and luckily for her, that ball is thrown away. That's a tough call right there at third base. Brindley got hung up as that ball was in center field, and base running miscue has her thrown out at third base. Take a look at that replay, and going for a 5-4 put out. The ball goes into center field. And that's hard for us to see on that angle whether that tag was applied in time or not. I don't know if anybody had a better look than the umpire right there at third base. I know we sure didn't. But they're going to talk about it. The throw was in time. A lot of times, third baseman's going to get the benefit of the doubt there. The ball was there. Of course, Coach Kayla Rodriguez right there in that coach's box had a pretty good look at it too, and she thinks that she was safe. Didn't really think the tag was applied in time, but the call will stand, and a tough base running error. Brindley's thrown out for the 2nd out there at third base. Jordan will be at first base. Reaches on a fielder's choice. So Jordan Medina, courtesy runner. That's Bailey Menchaca, the senior, coming in to run. Now standing at first base. So 6-3 now, 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. The Fillies had something cooking and lose a little bit of steam with that put out at third base. Mallory Johnson steps to the plate. She struck out her first plate appearance. Trying to get a little 2-out rally going for the Fillies, and that pitch was outside, but she's called for offering at that with the swing. It's 0-1. Oh, 0-1 pitch high and outside for a ball 1, so it's 1-1. Lamesa got 4 in the top of the 1st, 2 in the top of the 3rd for their 6. 3-run homer for Michaela Shires is all the offense the Fillies have had. That one down the third base line, foul ball. That was a foot or 2 outside the line. Mallory Johnson tried to sneak one down that third base line. Now 1-2. 2 away. Vasquez trying to put up another 0. She's got a runner at first base. Bailey Menchaca, the courtesy runner. Offering from Vasquez is outside. That's a good take from Mallory to make it 2-2. Love the way that Layla's pitching. That ball, 1-2 pitch. She did put it outside, but she made Mallory think about it. See if she comes off speed here. She goes back on the outside corner, hit through the right side. Mallory Johnson with a 2-out single. Menchaca to second, Mallory Johnson at first. Now runners at first and second for the third baseman, Sierra Gerardo. Gerardo struck out in the second inning for her first at bat. An opportunity here with runners on first and second. Looking for a 2-out hit. Lamesa got a couple of 2-out hits in the third to plate 2 runs, and the Phillies need to do the same here to try to keep pace in the bottom of the fourth. Couldn't check her swing there. It's 0-1. Takes a hack at that one on the outside corner of the plate. It's 0-2. 0-2 with 2 outs. Runners on first and second, bottom of the fourth. Phillies trying to draw some blood. That one lined up the middle to center field. It gets away from the center fielder. That's going to score. Menchaca from second. Mallory Johnson will hold up at third base, but a 2-out RBI single from Sierra Gerardo, the 9-hole hitter. Gets an RBI, almost got by the center fielder and to the wall, and that might have scored Mallory from first, but instead she's at third in what is now a 6-4 ball game. Now top of the order, Jalen Flores looks at strike one right down the middle. Runners on the corner for Jalen. Jalen grounded into, or walked and then grounded. She grounded out in her first at bat. That's what I'm trying to say. Then drew a walk in her second plate appearance. And now down in the count, 0-2, but you saw Sierra with a 2-strike count. Big time RBI opportunity here for Jalen, the senior center fielder. Change up, she was waiting on it, but didn't get a piece of it. That strikeout will end the inning and the threats. So the Phillies get 1 run on a hit and an error. They leave 2 on base. It's 6-4 now after 4 complete. We'll be back with the top of the 5th here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. Welcome back to Manor Park here on the campus of Lubbock Christian University. It's the area round of the softball playoffs. 3A Region 1, the Phillies trailing 6-4 right now as Emma Davis back in the circle for her 5th inning of work. Phillies plated 1 in the bottom of the 4th to draw within 2 at 6-4. There's a first pitch hit from Emily Capetillo, the first baseman. She leads off with a line drive into left field to start this 5th inning. She jumps on the first pitch the third time through the order now for Emma Davis. A leadoff single. Courtesy runner for Lamesa. I'm eavesdropping on Lamesa radio, trying to figure out who that is. But courtesy runner at first for Emily Capetillo, and now the designated hitter, Katie Hernandez, steps to the plate. There's a bunt. It's gonna roll foul. Nice communication there between Brindley and Emma. That would have been a tough play for either one of them at first base. Enough spin on that. This artificial field turf here at Lubbock Christian, and it spins foul. They do a good job of talking and making sure that they let that roll foul before they pick it up. Hernandez singled in her last at bat. She's 1 for 2. Here's one to Shires at short, flip to second, and they get the lead runner. Hernandez will reach on the fielder's choice and replace Capetillo at first base. Eternity Cortez, a center fielder, in the box now for Lamesa. She shows the bunt, puts down a good one. Emma's gonna take it, throws the first for the second out of the inning. Nice defensive play from Emma Davis. She came a long ways to the front of the plate. Nice play from Emma, and then a nice strike thrown to first base, and a tough play for Briley, looking right into the sun that's setting on the third base line.
Get ready, girls.
So 2 away here in the top of the 5th. There's a big swing and a miss from Chrysalyn Uresti, the left fielder and 9-hole hitter for Lamesa. Offered the bunt. It's 0-2 now on Cortez, or on Uresti, excuse me. Emma Davis, the 0-2 pitch is fouled away. Chrysalyn struck out in her last at bat and now down 0-2. Emma with 3 strikeouts on the game, and she wanted that one. Doesn't get the call. It's 1-2. A runner in scoring position for Uresti. That pitch is outside, but a swing and a miss for strikeout number 4. Take a look at this pitch as it drifts outside, and Uresti can't lay off of it, so Lamesa gets a hit in the top of the 5th, but they leave her on. It's 6-4 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back with more Philly softball here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. Welcome back to Maynard Park here at LCU. The Phillies and the Golden Tornadoes of Lamesa set for the bottom of the 5th now. Emma Davis has ended the 4th and 5th innings now with strikeouts. Solid performance from Emma in the circle. Delaney Kleiman is going to lead off the 5th. Off-speed pitch, knuckles that one into left field, and left fielder couldn't get up to it. She's gonna try to get to second base, and she does. A little boot single into left field. We'll call that a bloop single. She reaches second on an error. So the leadoff Philly on here in the bottom of the fifth. Delaney Kleinman standing on second base, and Emma Davis steps into the batter's box, trying to help herself out and keep the line moving for the Phillies at the plate. Emma singled in her first at bat and then reached on a fielder's choice. She did come in to score in the first inning. Fouls that one off. She's now behind in the count, 0-2. Layla Vasquez again working ahead in the count, but leadoff runner now in scoring position for the Phillies. Bottom of the fifth, trying to tie or take the lead if they can. Emma swings and just gets a piece of that one to foul it back to the screen. She stays alive, 0-2. Emma working on another big night, having a great night in the circle. She was 2 for 3 with a double and 3 RBIs last week in the bi-district game against Dalhart. Got an RBI opportunity right here with Kleinman on second base. Another one fouled back. She's hanging, 0-2, fighting off those fastballs and waiting to see if she's gonna get that changeup from Vasquez. It's nasty. 0-2 count. You can stay outside or you can put that changeup in the dirt. Emma calls for timeout. She'll step out of the box. And you know that's what she's thinking too. Are you gonna see an off-speed pitch? Trying to get the strikeout, or does she stick with the fastball? The 0-2, another fastball and another one fouled away. I feel like Emma may be waiting for that off-speed pitch and just fighting off those fastballs. Vasquez hasn't given in yet, hadn't thrown her one. Another 0-2 offering, nobody out. Delaney Kleinman standing on second base. That one, the fastball, this one down the right field line, but it's tailing foul. She fights off another fastball. That one had a chance down the right field line. You hit anything in the right field right now, it's gonna be a tough play for whoever's out there. They are looking straight into the sun that's setting behind the third base line. Feel bad for really everybody on the right side, including the second baseman. That one up for ball one. So 1-2 now. Still nobody out, 6-4 in the bottom of the fifth. Phillies trying to draw even or take the lead if they can. We got another time called behind the plate. Emma stepping out, a little cat and mouse game between these two pitchers. Layla Vasquez in the circle, Emma Davis in the batter's box for the Phillies. 1-2, fastball, but can't handle it at third, and Emma gonna reach on an error. Good base running by Kleinman too to stay put. Stays out of trouble on second base. Emma at first. Got a pinch runner, that's Cambry Baker in cursing running. So now Kleinman on second, Baker in for Davis at first, and Michaela Shires, who hit a 3-run homer in the top, or the bottom of the first, excuse me, is at the plate. She homered and then struck out in her second at bat, but a huge RBI opportunity for Michaela Shires. Michaela, she's hit 12 of them now on the year, 64 RBIs. There's an off-speed pitch, called for a strike. A lot of those changeups have been in the dirt and balls. That one called for a strike to get ahead 0-1, so big time pitch from Layla Vasquez. She's found herself in a little bit of a jam here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Michaela Shires fights off that fastball again. It's 0-2. That home run she hit, though, in the first inning was on an 0-2 count. I feel like the Phillies are sitting on that changeup and just trying to fight off fastballs. Here's one, that one off speed, high and outside. That's arcing really hard from 12 to 6 as it approaches the plate too. So they come out really high and they're dropping in a hurry as they get close to the plate. 1-2 now for Michaela. Michaela swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't wait long enough on the changeup. There's one away now.
Put him on third, girl. Put him on third. Let's go.
7 strikeouts now for Vasquez. Great performance for her in the circle. Still in trouble though here. Runners on first and second, 1 out for Briley Currington. Briley looks at that one, just caught the outside corner for strike 1. Again, ahead in the count. Catching the black on the outside corner of the plate. 6-4 in the bottom of the 5th. That one down the middle, but looks like it was low. That's what Vasquez is asking in the circle. She asked if it was low. The umpire shakes his head. It's 1-1. So he looked like he told her, yes, ma'am, that's where it was. It was a little down. Looks pretty good from where we're sitting here in the press box. 1-1, one away. In the bottom of the 5th, there's one again right down the middle. Fouled back to the screen by Briley, excuse me. One and two. 6-4 ball game. Phillies with runners at first and second threatening in the bottom of the 5th. Another off-speed pitch, low and away, and Briley did a really good job of laying off that one. She took a long look at it. It's 2-2. And again with that chess game, does she go off speed again on back-to-back pitches, or does she come back with the fastball? Got to protect against the fastball. And she brings it and gets it by Currington. Now 8 strikeouts. The second one here in this inning. So a leadoff single for Kleinman. She advanced to second on an error. Emma Davis reached on an error to get the first 2 on for the Phillies. But now back-to-back strikeouts for Layla Vasquez, and Brinley Currington comes to the plate. Runners at first and second, 2 away in the bottom of the 5th. That one high and outside. Really good job by the catcher, Amaya Vasquez, getting a glove on that, keeping it off the screen and keeping those Philly runners at first and second base. Six to 4, the 1-0 pitch coming here. Swing and a miss for Brinley to even the count at 1-1. Looking at game changer, and they've got Layla Vasquez with 106 pitches right now, working in the 5th inning. She has struck out 8 in this game. That one outside, catches the corner for a called strike 2, and 1-2. Currington looking for a 2-out RBI. Vasquez trying to work her way out of a jam, bottom of the 5th. Brinley again stepping out. Phillies have done that a few times this inning. That seems strategic, trying to break up the rhythm of Vasquez in the circle. Back in, that one's outside, but a swing and a miss. And after the first 2 runners reach for the Phillies here in the bottom of the 5th, Vasquez strikes out the side for her 7th, 8th, and 9th strikeouts of the game. It's going to stay 6-4 as we head to the 6th inning. We'll be back with more Philly softball here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. One hit for the Phillies in the bottom of the 5th. One error for the Golden Tornadoes, but the Phillies leave 2 runners on. Layla Vasquez puts another 0 on the scoreboard for Lamesa. It's 6-4 after 5 innings, and Emma Davis back in the circle for the Phillies for her 6th inning of work. Layla Vasquez now over 100 pitches on her day. I'm not sure where Emma's at. I'll look, see if I can get that for you. 6-4, and we've got Emily Capatillo at the plate. No, it's number 13, not number 12. That's Lexi Hernandez. We're back at the top of the order. There's a pop-up into center field, but again, those outfielders for the Phillies playing so deep because of the wind blowing out to center field. So that's going to drop in for a bloop single. Lexi Hernandez, their leadoff hitter, with a leadoff single. Melanie Benitez, the second baseman, comes to the plate. She singled in the first, singled in the third, and she gets that one by Shires and into left field. So back-to-back singles. Now the 4th time through the order for Lamesa. Benitez jumped on the first pitch. Runners at first and second for Layla Vasquez. Layla hit a 2-run homer in the first and has reached on an error in her last 2 at-bats. Looks at ball 1 outside. So Emma working with some ducks on the pond here in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Emma took some off of that, and Vasquez was way out in front. Both of these pitchers have had quite the chess match. Good performances in the circle for both of them. Big first innings for both teams, and then the pitchers have settled in. They combined for 7 runs in the first, just 3 runs since. As we're in the top of the 6th. 2-1 count now to Layla Vasquez. Dangerous hitter. Takes that one high. Got Emma now 89 pitches. She's done a little bit better job keeping her pitch count down. Vasquez over 100, but it's 3-1 to Layla Vasquez right now. Big swing and a miss, and she is swinging for the fences. Took that 3-1 offering and was trying to hit the scoreboard in left field. Good swing and a miss. Will Emma come back off speed, or will she go with a fastball full count? She stays outside. Little pop to second, and they double her off at second base. So a base running miscue there at second base for Lamesa. Vasquez hits it right off the end of the bat to Delaney Kleiman at second base, and a quick flip to Shires at second. And they get a 4-6 put out. Big defensive play for the Phillies, now 2 away. with the cleanup hitter, Amaya Vasquez, at the plate. Two away, top of the sixth. Emma Davis trying to work out of a little bit of a jam. 1-1 now. That one was well outside. Still, Amaya thought about it. She was leaning out over the plate, but she doesn't offer. So 1-1, two away. Lamesa still a runner at first, but two big outs after the leadoff, two singles to lead off the sixth inning. They get the line out to second, and they double off Lexi Hernandez. This one popped up into center field. The wind's carrying it. It's gone. A two-run home run for Amaya Vasquez. She got under it, but the wind just took it and carried it right out of here. Another two-run homer, the third two-run homer of the game for Lamesa. And now 8-4. So a big strike there for Amaya Vasquez, and she makes it 8-4, clears the bases. Two-run homer. Big two-out RBIs to make it 8-4. Now 4 two-out runs by my count on Lamesa's part, and that is the difference in this game. Got some two-out hits in the third to plate two, got a two-out hit right there on the home run. There's one, a drive to left field. It's got a chance, and that one is off the scoreboard. So back-to-back home runs, a solo shot there. And it's now 9-4. A crooked number for Lamesa here in the top of the sixth, and they have stretched it out on the Fillies. 4 hits in the inning for Lamesa, now 2 of them with 2 outs, 2 of the extra base variety. Like I said, it's the 4th time through the order for these Golden Tornadoes, and the 4 and 5 hole hitters with back-to-back home runs have stretched this lead out for Lamesa, 9-4. And again, this is a winner-take-all game, not a 3-game series. The winner of this game advances to the regional quarterfinals. This is Emily Capatillo, the first baseman. She looks at a ball outside. Emma trying to calm back down and get a third out. There's a little bloop single into right center field. Phillies playing deep in the outfield, and that one again dropping in front of their outfielders. So a bloop single, and now back-to-back hits, or 3 in a row, excuse me. There's one in the dirt to make it 1-0 to Kaylee Hernandez. She's the designated hitter. She singled in the third and then grounded into a fielder's choice in her last at bat. She's 1 for 3 on the day, but she's ahead in the count now, 2-0, and looks like Emma now over 100 pitches, starting to feel a little bit of that fatigue. Takes some off of that one for strike one. 2-1, 2 away. Lamesa now leading 9-4. There's a foul ball to make it 2-2. Five hits for Lamesa in this inning. Now 3 with 2 outs. They've done some major damage with 2 outs in the third inning, and now here in the sixth, another foul ball. And we'll get another 2-2 pitch. from Emma Davis, who's now at 105. So both pitchers going over 100 pitches now. Emma working in the top of the sixth. That one outside, it's gonna make it a 3-2 count. 3-2, 2 away. A runner at first. That one's outside, but a swing and a miss for the 5th strikeout. The 3rd time that Emma Davis has ended an inning with a strikeout. But the Golden Tornadoes there with 5 hits. Sorry, I was doing a little bit of math. 5 hits, they plate 3 and leave 1 stranded for a big top of the 6th inning. It's 9-4. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th, and our rally caps on here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. Painter Park here on the campus of LCU. Another crooked number for Lamesa in the top of the 6th, and they lead 9-4 now. Jordan Medina in the 7th spot, designated hitter at the plate, trying to get something going. Layla Vasquez comes out for her 6th inning of work. She's thrown over 100 pitches, but now a 5-run lead. That one outside, and Fillies just got to keep trying to work her, see if you can chase her if you can. With the 5-run cushion, you feel like the leash still pretty long for Layla Vasquez. 1-0 pitch coming. Swing and a miss for Medina. So 7, 8, 9 due up in the bottom of the 6th for the Fillies. 1-1. That one high and on the outer half, but a swing and a miss from Medina. It's 1-2 now. One and two. Knocked through the right side. Well, I was about to say knocked through the right side. Great play at second base for a 4-3 putout. Nice range there from Melanie Benitez at second base. Gets to that one in the hole and gets it to first base to retire the leadoff hitter for the Fillies. Here's one. Oh, Mallory Johnson fouls one off her shin, off her ankle, something. Either way, that does not feel good. She's down in the count, 0-1, trying to walk that off a little bit. Mallory singled in her last at bat. Was stranded at third in the bottom of the 4th. Here in the bottom of the 6th, trying to get something going for the Fillies. And so after fouling one off her leg, wears one off her left shoulder and takes the fastball. Fillies will take a base runner, and I think you're seeing a little bit of the fatigue. Now 114 pitches for Layla Vasquez. Been quite a game for her in the circle, but haven't seen very many balls get away from her. What she has thrown outside of the zone looks very controlled, and that one got away from her. Hit by pitch. Gets Mallory to first base. Sierra Gerardo, the 9-hole hitter, and third baseman comes to the plate. Big swing and a miss there. Sierra struck out in the second, and then a big RBI single in the fourth for her second at bat. She's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss, that one up in the zone. Throw down to first. Now he does a good job to get back. Good secondary lead and a good job by Vasquez behind the plate to draw her back. It's now 0-2. Vasquez comes in. There's one hit to the right side. They're going to try to turn two. They get one at second. 4, 6, 3, and they are out of the inning. A big double play for the Golden Tornadoes. We will be back with the top of the 7th. Phillies trailing 9-4 here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. Welcome back to Maynard Park here on the campus of Lubbock Christian University. We head into the 7th inning. These two teams haven't played a lot of 7th inning games in the season, but no run roll here today. Lamesa, though, with a 9-4 lead. Both pitchers over 100 pitches, but Emma Davis comes out for her 7th inning of work. Both pitchers showing a little bit of fatigue in the 6th. Mallory Johnson got on first base, hit by a pitch, but a 4-6-3 double play gets Vasquez out of the bottom of the 6th. 2 more zeros on the scoreboard. And now the 8-hole hitter, Eternity Cortez, comes to the plate to start off the 7th inning for Lamesa. That pitch was low for ball 1. Cortez, the 8-hole hitter, so it's 8-9-1 due here in the top of the 7th inning. That one up and away for ball 2, and you know that Emma starting to get tired. The sun is just about set here in Lubbock. Looks like Jalen Flores is the only Philly out in center field that's got the sun in her eyes. 3-0 count here to start. That one right down the middle. Cortez taking all the way. Cortez popped up to second base, grounded out on a bunt attempt in her second, and then had a sacrifice in her third at bat. She swings there to make it a full count. Swings and misses. 3-2, and she fights back to make it a full count, but then walks her with a high pitch, and the leadoff runner on for Lamesa here in the top of the 7th. Chrysalin Uresti due up for Lamesa, but Kaylee Sanchez is going to come in. Number 23. So pinch hitter here in the top of the 7th.
Go, go.
Sanchez with Cortez at first. She looks at strike 1.
Keep it going, just keep it going. There it is.
Swing and a miss there for strike 2. It's 0-2.
Keep it going, you got it there.
This one fouled down the right field line. trying to get there. Gabby Caro gave it a good run, just out of her reach by the fence down the third base line, or first base line, excuse me. Still 0-2. Emma Davis, 117 pitches now in her 7th inning of work. Emma's done the heavy lifting in the circle all year for the Fillies. She gets her 6th strikeout of the game right there. Got the call on the inside part of the plate, so there's one away, and we're back at the top of the order for Lexi Hernandez and Lamesa. She takes the first pitch, drives it into left field. It's off the wall. Jalen quickly gets it in, and Delaney will hold it at second. So now runners on the corners. Cortez advances to third on the single from Hernandez. So one away, and the 2-hole hitter Melanie Benitez comes to the plate. The 5th time through the order for this Lamesa lineup. You've seen a few of them jump on the first pitch. One away, a runner at third, and Phillies have got to try to minimize the damage. Here's a little pop-up to to second base for the 2nd out of the inning. Another one-pitch at bat. A pop out to second. Makes it 2 away for Layla Vasquez, the pitcher. 2-run homer in the first, hasn't done much since, but dangerous hitter, Lamesa's pitcher. Pitched a great game in the circle. She reaches out, hits that one outside, and Caro gets under it in right center field for the 3rd out. Another one-pitch at bat. It's 9-4. The Phillies with 3 outs to work with in the bottom of the 7th. Put your rally caps on wherever you are. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. Welcome back to Manor Park here at Lubbock Christian University. The sun is set, and we are moving into the bottom of the 7th inning. The Phillies need you to put your rally cap on. They've got 3 outs to work with. A 3 spot in the 6th inning for Lamesa has stretched it out to a 9-4 lead. It's going to be 1-2-3 due up for the Phillies. Senior Jalen Flores will start off the bottom of the 7th here. Layla Vasquez has pitched a great game for the Golden Tornadoes in the circle for her 7th inning of work, and gets one by Jalen to get ahead in the count. Seems like she has been all night long ahead in the count. Jalen with a .525 on-base percentage. She walked in her 2nd at-bat, the only time she's been on base today. Now 0-2. Jalen lays into that changeup, but couldn't get the barrel on it. Here we go, that's one. A fastball outside, doesn't get the call. It's 1-2. The Lamesa fans wanted that one. Layla's got 9 strikeouts on the day. Lamesa faithful wanted number 10 right there, but it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, she'll get the K anyways, and there is one away here in the bottom of the 7th. 10 strikeouts on the day for Layla Vasquez as she just threw her 120th pitch. Delaney Kleinman comes to the plate. She walked and came around to score in the first, and then reached on error in the 5th. She takes ball 1, so it's 1-0. Fillies down to their last 2 outs. Takes one there on the outside corner for strike 1. One and one count, 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. The Fillies trying to get something going, extend their season if they can. There's off speed, up and away. 2-1. The 4th time through the order for these Fillies. Vasquez has had him off balance most of the day, though. She comes back inside with a fastball. Delaney does a good job of fouling it off, staying alive. Two and two, 1 away. Delaney Kleinman trying to extend the season for the Fillies down to their last 2 outs. And as good as this game 1 has been, as a fan, you wish we had a 3-game series, but tonight's a 1-game winner-take-all area championship game. That one up and away. It's a full count. Delaney trying to win this pitch, win the at-bat, and bring Emma Davis up to the plate with 1 out. Delaney swing and a miss at 1 up in the zone. Strikeout number 11 for Layla Vasquez. Now 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. The junior Emma Davis. A good game in the circle today against a power hitting Lamesa team. Lamesa had 6 home runs in their bi-district game against Kermit. Got a handful here today, I think 4, if I'm remembering correctly. First pitch is a late call, strike on the outside. Emma with a lot of power, a .941 slugging percentage. 5 homers on the year. You'd love to see her get a hit here and wake up that shallow water dugout. There's a off-speed pitch outside, and she had too much time to think about that one. It was high and outside. She reached out and fouled it off. And now 0-2. He called strike 1. They're showing 1-1 on the board. 1-1 on Game Changer, but he called strike 1. 0-2. This one up and away. Emma fouls it off to stay alive. 0-2, 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. The Fillies down to their last strike. Layla Vasquez, she's throwing 130 pitches now, trying to complete this game. Inside off speed to shortstop. The play at first is in time, and that's going to do it here at Lubbock Christian. Lamesa 9-4 winners. Another 1-2-3 inning for Layla Vasquez. Just an incredible performance for her in the circle, and then some big time hitting. Lamesa hit it out of the park. You knew they would. Wind blowing out. They hit 6 in the bi-district game. Looks like 1. Let me see, I'm on the wrong side of the score sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4 home runs on the day. So 9 home runs in the last, 10 home runs. Excuse me. They had 6 in the bi-district round, 4 today. 10 home runs for Lamesa in their last 2 ball games. A power hitting team. And it was too much for the Fillies today. 9-4. They fall in the area round of the playoffs. You feel bad for these shallow water seniors. Michaela Shires, Delaney Kleinman, Mallory Johnson, Jalen Flores, Haley Menchaca, Riley Currington, Sierra Gerardo, and Abby Gaines all playing in their last game in a Philly uniform. They fall to a really tough district champion team out of District 3, the Lamesa Golden Tornadoes, worthy of the Gold Glove today. And Philly's great year, runner-up finish in District 2, but fall 9-4 here at LCU today. We appreciate all of you guys tuning in, spending your Friday evening with us here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. Angel Flores on the camera. I was spoiled today. Zach Cole and Jake Warren both producing, running the replay, running the scoreboard, all the graphics for you, making this a first-class broadcast here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. We appreciate all you tuning in. It's an ad-free broadcast because of UIL rules here in the postseason. We do want to give our sponsors a shout-out. I meant to do that early in the game. This game moves so quick, inning to inning. Want to give a big thanks to our sponsors. You know who they are. You've seen their commercials all year long. We appreciate them supporting Shallow Water ISD and Shallow Water Athletics. The Phillies season ends here 9-4 in the area round of the playoffs for myself, Angel Flores, Zach Cole, and Jake Warren. So long from LCU. We'll see you next time.